Darkcast Network. Indie pods with a dark side.
Welcome back to Castles and Cryptids, where the castles are haunted and the cryptids are cryptic as fuck. And I'm your host, Alanna.
And I'm Kelsey.
And it is episode 203. 202? Oh shit.
202.
Looking at my episode list, which we just updated. Because we picked out the topic for 203. So as always,
Yes.
stay tuned for that one. Oh my god. Yes. Sometimes it's confusing because we're picking Patreon ones too at the same time, so.
Yeah.
In fact, this whole weekend we had dedicated quite a bit of time to fulfilling one of our Patreon video goals, but it's not quite finished yet, so maybe. I know this one comes out on Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll hope to have a Halloween themed video to you. Sometime around this season, so just stay tuned for that too. Oh, but actually, this one, like, Gordo.
Yes.
Gordo, it's
Shut
Halloween. He's not a black cat, but he would like to say Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Everybody who's listening to this the day it comes out, it's we made it on a Friday. That's nice.
Yeah. Happy Halloween.
Spooky season. May it rain forever. Push back against the Christmas creep.
One of my favorite times a year.
Mm-hmm.
All the decor. I like the trick-or-treating and fun kids' costumes, and the kids are all so excited about it. And
yeah, some of them are just wearing the costumes in the stores. Yeah, when they're buying them.
Yeah, it's always so cute and fun. I love Halloween.
It's true. Yeah, and when I say Christmas creep, I don't mean the good kind of Christmas creep, which is the creepy side of Christmas. I mean it creeping up. Yeah, and getting, like, encroaching in on Halloween's territory. It's just not cool.
Yeah.
They each have their own tree trunk, as we saw in The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Love that movie.
Man.
Favorite movie ever. I put out
such a great look.
Yeah, I have a sign that says "Welcome to Halloween Town," and then I have a thing that hangs on your front door that says "Every day is Halloween," and it has a big, like, Jack Skellington on it with 0. And then I also, a few years ago, bought a blow up, like, the inflatable, like, yard things, but it's Oogie Boogie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fun one.
So, yeah, I'm gonna see. I don't know, depending what the weather's like. I don't want to put it out if it keeps raining here. So
that's true.
I don't want to put it out if it's raining and have it all wet and stuff. So we'll see. I'll put it out if the weather's good.
Not us Canadian Albertans complaining because it's too mild to put out the Halloween decorations.
Right? I'm happy there's no snow.
Well, not yet.
Right. It'll come quick enough.
Yeah, my phone will be like, maybe a mix of snow, maybe a hint. I'm like, okay. Yeah, true. Also, isn't Halloween Town, isn't that one a movie also? I feel like there's one I always hear people talk about.
The first... Yeah, there's, like, Halloween Town, and Uh, there's like 3 of them, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, I hear people talk about it like a movie they liked growing up or whatever, but I'm always like, oh, I don't really know that
yeah,
one. I know
it was
Hocus
a
Pocus, and
Disney
that's about
Channel
it.
like movie
Yeah.
that they did. It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. It's the way people, when I hear people talk about SpongeBob, and I'm like, I don't get it, but y'all really love it. No. Or like, I don't get all the references, you know. So, um, damn, hit us up. Let us know if you guys remember Halloween Town or what Halloween movies you grew up with. Is it Casper, or was it something totally
Yep.
inappropriate for your age?
I liked Casper. I liked the Halloween
Yeah.
Town movies. I liked the Twitches and Twitches 2.
Twitches. Okay.
Yeah.
Teen Witches, I take it? It's like Teen
Yeah.
Wolf. I
Yeah,
liked the
those
original
ones were
Sabrina the Teenage
probably.
Witch. That used to be part of like my Friday night YTV
Uh,
lineup or whatever.
yeah, I remember watching the show.
They tried to do that teen thing also a lot because they did have something called Teen Angel. And then God or whatever was just a big floating head in the sky. It was like basically like they
Oh.
had, you know, James Earl Jones up there, like Mufasa style. Um,
Oh, I do not remember that.
Probably before your time. uh, um, anyway, there's an American version. I know you guys have the same sort of. It's like every Friday there's like 2 or 3 or 4 shows that they want you all to watch, so they put them together or they stagger them out, and you're like, oh, well, I want to watch that one, and then maybe the middle one. So I'll probably end up watching the one in between. God, the days before streaming.
Right? You had to look at the TV guide, plan your week ahead. If you
Oh
had
God, TV guide.
something you could record on, like your PVR, then you would like.
Oh yeah. Or the even older recording something on VCR tape so
Yeah.
that you have it in your home movie collection, which I didn't experience as much, but anyway.
Yeah, we only had one VCR recording, and that was like our original copy of Christmas Vacation, but we ended up watching it so
Mm.
many times that it stopped working, and we bought the actual like VCR one for it, and then that one also stopped working because we watched it too many times, so now we have a DVD copy
Oh my
for like
God.
the last couple decades. Yeah. Very
Oh,
funny.
sorry. Sorry. Yeah. It was like when we had our floor model VCR we bought, and it came with Jurassic Park in it, still in
Nice.
it. That's why but it is still the best Jurassic Park. That one really holds up. Even watching
Yeah, I love
it
them.
with rain, yeah, you're like, oh yeah. The OG.
Practical effects. I mean, you
Oh,
can't dispute how good practical effects are over
guy on a
CGI
toilet.
sometimes.
Yeah, porta potty gets ripped away. That's pretty iconic. Then you got Newman and all
Yeah.
his good lines and his on the computer when they're trying to break in. Oh man.
Gordo, what are you meowing about? In another room meowing. Like, you don't need anything.
Yeah. Cats. Oh, well, time to keep us in the spooky spirit for a little bit longer whenever you happen to be listening to this. I hope
Right?
you are having a
The
spooky
middle of
time.
June.
Yeah. Right? Oh, or like in a dark basement. Um, which I kept telling Mom her basement was a little creepy. It's like so many, when it's kind of unfinished, and then there's so many like little rooms you have to go back
Oh
through.
yeah,
I was like, oh my god.
unfinished basements are just the worst.
Yeah, we used to have one that had like a hole in the floor, steps going down. Big, like, technically a trap door, I guess, opening that you could open or close to cut off access to it. So I mean that's kind of creepy in general.
Yeah.
uh anyway, have you got a story for me today?
I do. I don't
I'm
think
excited.
you'll know this one because when I tried to
What?
find a copy of it, I discovered there is no copy of it online other than, I
Oh.
guess, how I heard of it, which was through the like Watcher guys, the BuzzFeed Unsolved, their separate YouTube channel that they made a number of years ago now, like 5
Right.
or more. So that's where I first heard this story. It's part of their like "Are You Scared" series, where they would read scary stories and then have to guess at the end if they were real or not. Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we like doing stuff like that
yeah.
too. That's fun. I like
So
it.
that's how I heard of this. So I ended up finding the episode because I remembered what episode it was. It's one of their earliest ones they
Thank
did,
God.
and I found the name of the person that submitted it, and then tried to find a copy of the story online, and I couldn't. So I ended up having to. I told you this already. I ended up going.
Yeah.
I think on the side of their YouTube video it said like view the transcript. So I viewed it and I copied and pasted the whole transcript for the entire YouTube video and then just edited out all of their dialogue and then ended up having to listen to them read the story to make sure I wasn't missing any parts of the story. So, yeah.
So it's one strong source.
Yeah, one strong
Yeah.
source, so credit to this person. I couldn't find a single reference of
Oh
it anywhere
no.
other than yeah, the BuzzFeed unsolved or their YouTube video came up for it, and then the show's Wikipedia page had a little blurb of it, but it also didn't even have a copy of the story. So I was like, damn it.
Oh, so the person submitted it directly to the
Yeah,
BuzzFeed show.
all
Yeah,
of
it can be
all
hard.
of their stories are like submitted directly. So I was like, oh, but like nobody even did a
Mm.
transcript because the episode has its own Wikipedia page, but there's no transcript of the story. So now there is,
Oh.
courtesy of me.
And like auto transcripts, and also like I don't know if I was telling this to you, but the auto generated like chapter titles that it puts on for like Spotify and stuff for your podcast, they're also kind of
Yeah.
like wild because you're like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
choose that. And it's just like listener stories and looking ahead to Halloween. And like from the last one, like the killer
Oh no.
clown, sometimes kind of spoilery. It was like killer clown receives a light sentence or something. Um, from your
Oh, I've never
case,
noticed that. That sucks. That is
yes,
spoilery.
Spotify. I mean, only if you look at the Spotify chapters or whatever. Sometimes I look at the comments
Yeah.
and I get a little spoiled and I get a little intrigued from
Yeah.
different shows. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. I try and avoid reading the comment section of something unless I've heard the story before
Oh yeah.
um, or
It can be
whatever.
spoilery. Yeah.
Yeah. So this story is called The Red Man. Um,
Oh.
it was submitted to the Watcher people by I think it would be like Jason or Jason Morales. Sorry if I'm
Okay.
not pronouncing that right. It's like Jaisen.
Okay.
Jason. I'm not too sure, but I loved it when I first heard it. It really stuck with me. I thought it was really creepy, and yeah, uh, I should actually get the. Hold on, let me. I can quickly tell you the name of the episode that it's in.
Mm.
If anybody's interested, I'm sure they will read it Much better than I am going to. Just because.
Well, when it's not in your own words, I think it's always anybody's going to sound a little bit different.
Oh, it's the episode title was "Are You Scared of the Face in Your Window?" That's the episode it's from, because they always say, like, they pull something out of the story and then they say, like, "Are you scared of whatever? Are you scared of home intrusions? Are you scared of clowns?" Like, stuff like that.
Right.
But the
Like
story is called The Red Man.
Okay.
Okay. So, there was a man who watched me sleep. What an opening.
Great start.
Right? He had big eyes that seemed to protrude out of his eye sockets. He had rotting red skin, like it was soaked in blood and then caramelized.
Oh, no.
Right? Already hate it. I first saw him when I was 7. I was having a hard time sleeping that night, but I kept my eyes shut. The wind was cold. I could feel it creeping on my skin. It was laundry day, and Mom didn't have a spare blanket.
Oh.
The window made a faint thumping noise whenever the wind blew. Thump. I should have closed it properly. Thump. But it was fine. The broken streetlight outside made a constant buzzing noise I really liked. I need to sleep. I could faintly hear the television from the living room. Mom probably fell asleep on the couch again. Haven't we all?
Yeah. Again.
Again. I really need to sleep. I was a light sleeper. Anything could wake me up. I guess even the absence of the thumping.
Yeah. The absence of sound will do it. You turn the TV off.
Yeah. I can't sleep if it's too quiet, so I get the white noise.
Out in the country.
Yeah. The wind wasn't howling against the window anymore. Maybe Mom closed the window as I slept. I rubbed my eyes and shifted to my other side when I noticed a shadow on my wall. There he was, smiling. He was the oddest thing I ever set my eyes on. I remember my hands shaking. I waited for him to enter my room and hurt me, but he didn't. He didn't move at all.
What?
The story gets like more and more confusing as it goes a little bit, so
Okay.
yeah. He didn't move at all. His eyes didn't blink, not once. I waited for him to speak, but he never made a sound. I remember feeling frightened. I don't remember how I fell asleep again. There was a man who watched me sleep. He had a weird set of teeth. It was as if each tooth belonged in somebody else's mouth.
Okay. Yuck.
His eyes were more bulged the second time I saw him. He almost looked like a different person. I was 9 that time. Mom made me stop going to school. She never told me why, but I could sense that I made people feel uneasy. My classmates rarely talked to me, but when they did, they would keep their distance. They didn't want me there. I got used to it. I didn't care.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, right. My mom hired a teacher who came to our house every weekday. His name was Dr. Fleece. I liked him. He would always look me in the eye when he listened to my stories. He liked to hear about the Red Man most. One afternoon, after my class with Dr. Fleece, Mom called and told me I was going to stay over at my cousin's place. My cousin's name was Ida. She was 2 years older than me, and she was the only person I considered my friend. I quickly packed my things and Mom drove me to her house. Ida's Ida's bed faced the window, just like mine. It was around 11 when Ida fell asleep. She spent hours talking about her school life, her friends, and the boys she liked. I pretended to understand and made up stories of my own. And Mom didn't like it when I... Right?
Pardon me.
Mom didn't like it when I told her relatives that I was homeschooled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like a sore subject, I guess. What, Gordo? Shut up.
I mean, yeah, it can be a bit stigmatized. People are like,
Yeah.
do you want to homeschool your kids? And then, like, what did I hear someone say recently? They're like, no, I don't want them to be weird. Which, like,
Yeah.
if you're homeschooled, you might take offense to. But, yeah.
Yeah.
It just, like, I think, it depends if they get socialized in other ways, I think was the consensus.
Yeah. Like, I've heard of people doing, like, homeschooling. So if there's, like, a number of kids kind of, like, in their community that are being homeschooled, they'll kind of do it together. And then I think
Okay.
that's good because at least kids are still, like, socializing with other kids and everything. But I think it's when it's, like, fully, like, separate and kids don't have as much opportunity to be around kids their own age and stuff is when you can run into problems with, like, socialization and things like that.
Anything where somebody's, like, isolated from the community is not always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if that person, like, doesn't have siblings or anything. It's just, like, a single.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would make it even worse.
Yeah. You could have a real hard time relating to other people.
So, it was quiet in Ida's neighborhood. It wasn't windy that night. There was no broken street light, and her mom turned off the television around 9:30. I could only hear the constant ringing when everything is quiet and the faint tick of Ida's wristwatch. My body stiffened. I was falling asleep. I can hear Gordo scratching on something. How very ominous.
Not the scratching post behind you.
No, where is he? Ida's arm on my face woke me up. I immediately saw the silhouette by the window. He was here again. His smile was even wider now. I could easily see how dark and dirty his gums were. My chest throbbed. I was unsure if it was fear or excitement. I can't remember how I fell asleep again, but when I opened my eyes, it was morning, and the red man was gone.
Okay.
I enthusiastically told Dr. Fleece the same morning. He listened intently. I told him how the red man got thinner and how impossible it is that his eyes were still intact. Because, like, at this point, it's been years. She's seen it a few times over years. So.
Okay, right.
Yeah, he asked me if I was afraid. I remember nodding and then doubting my answer. There was a man who watched me sleep. I know because I watch him back. The red man never blinks or moves. He was just there, staring with his mouth wide open in a cheek-splitting grin.
Nope. Cheek splitting.
Right. Think like Smile 2, or the first one.
Or your toys that, their rubber mouths got opened too far.
Yeah.
I always felt bad for those
out.
T-Rexes. Yeah.
Dr. Fleece made a bad decision that day. After our class, he told Mom about the red man. Since then, he hasn't come back to teach me. I waited for him. He was my favorite teacher, but he never came back. Maybe I scared him away. I do that to people.
His teacher. Okay.
Yeah, the teacher's also little. Is that weird?
What? He was a teacher of, like, a private tutor? Wasn't this the homeschool?
Yeah. Yeah, he
situation?
like,
Hmm.
yeah. One evening, Mom decided to sleep in my room. I was reading one of the books Dr. Fleece gave me when she entered. It was the first time I'd seen her that way. She was scared of me, too. After
Oh.
dinner, I did my chores and went to bed. Mom was already there. She brought her own blanket and pillow and was skimming through the book Dr. Fleece left for me. I sat beside her. Since then, Mom has slept in my room. I only knew that I had fallen asleep when I woke up in the middle of the night. The red man was there again, watching me. His eyes were glued to my face, but he wasn't smiling tonight. I wonder why. He seemed different again. I was 11 this time, and I didn't feel scared anymore. I was used to him. The red man's company was nice. Since the fear of him faded, I always get to sleep well at night. He made me feel safe.
What?
Right?
Okay.
Like, the story is kind of confusing. Or, like, weird until, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting an ominous mood. I'm feeling like a sense of dread. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
But yeah, I'm a little befuddled.
There was a man who watched me sleep. He never moves or blinks. He just stares at me. 2 years passed without seeing him, but I always feel someone was watching over me. Mom still
Mm.
slept beside me, but I didn't mind. The red man watched over her too. It was nice to have company in the darkness.
I
One
mean,
night,
it's getting a little old to be sleeping with your mom, though.
yeah, for like years at this point.
Yeah.
Uh, One night I woke up feeling thirsty. I looked at the window first and I felt a sense of disappointment when I found no friend there. I quietly left my room and walked down the dark hallway. My eyes adjusted quickly and I found my way to the kitchen. I opened the refrigerator and took out the pitcher of water. I poured cold water into the glass and saw the clock as the light from the fridge faded. It was midnight. A smirk appeared on my face as I walked back to the bedroom. Before I got there, a piercing scream startled me. The glass slipped from my hand and shattered on the floor. I ran back to the room panting. I opened the door and saw Mom standing behind the bed. She was trembling, her eyes fixed on my window. The red man was there, bloodier than ever. He was smiling this time. The red
Oh.
man, he resembled Dr. Fleece. He had the same rotting skin, but he had Dr. Fleece's eyes. I know because of the way he looked at me. Mom kept screaming, asking our neighbors to call the police. I tried to keep her calm, assuring her that the red man won't harm us, but she was frantic. She called the police and left me in the room with him, which I always found weird. Like, runs from the room and leaves
Okay.
them alone with the red
Yeah,
man.
but
Okay.
and why can she see him all of a sudden if she couldn't before? I guess. Yeah, got a few questions.
Okay, that's good. I'm sorry, I murmured, feeling embarrassed by how my mom was reacting.
Oh.
The red man didn't respond, just smiled. After calling the police, my mom dragged me out of the room. I peeked into my room and he was still there. Mom hugged me and brushed my hair with her hand. She told me everything was going to be okay. I didn't understand why she was trying to comfort me. There was no need to. The police arrived minutes later. I watched them examine the red man from behind my bed. My mom was busy talking to them, so I snuck in. A cop with gloves placed his palms by the red man's head. My eyes were wide. I was about to stop him when my mom ran back into the room. She pulled me away and tried to cover my eyes, but it was too late. The police pulled out the red man's head. A head. A head from a makeshift pole outside my window. Turns out my friend was a severed head. 4 severed heads. They were the ones who watched me while I slept.
4?
4 different ones, because remember they kept talking about how this one looked a little different, this one was a little thinner. It was different. Severed heads outside their window.
Well, now that's a thinker.
Right? Just when you think you know where the story's going, it's actually a severed head.
It's been Joffrey Baratheon all along.
Yeah,
Everyone's head's on a pike. Yeah. Well, so that's why they're red. They're all bloody.
Yeah.
Just bloody.
The policeman said they had had similar reports in the area since 2006. It wasn't only me. One kid, yeah, this is like weird. One kid who was 3 years younger than me had been saying the same thing. He had had a red man of his own, or he had had his own red man, but his mom thought he was only imagining them. He disappeared just 2 weeks before, and she was also a single mother. Mom broke down after that.
Okay.
We moved a week later. There wasn't a man who watched me sleep. It turned out I'd been staring back at decapitated heads since I was a child. My friend didn't exist.
But how since you were a child? Since you were a child?
Yeah, the first one started when they were 7, and then it was like every couple years.
So they're seeing it, but they're not really seeing it then, are they? You can't have a decapitated head on a spike outside of your kid's bedroom
It's
window
only
and
for
nobody else notices it.
It's only like one night every 2 years or so that they see it.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So my friend didn't exist. I'm 14 now. I barely think of the red man. I'm doing fine. Sure you are. New school. I also made a few friends. They started talking to me because they recognized me from the news. They always want to hear about the red man. It was midnight in our new house when I heard my mom turn off the television. I'd been having a hard time falling asleep lately. My therapist said that I should try recalling my earliest memory. I've been thinking about it for a few days now, and it would always bring me back to when I was 5 or 6. I was in our old house, staring outside the window with my hand pressed on the glass. There were red and blue lights coming from outside. I remember feeling sad. A rattling outside stopped my train of thought. The hairs on my limbs started to rise from anticipation. I stared at the window, waiting for meow. It's like a psycho within the story. I don't really understand. Just like interrupted by a cat other than Gordo. No. It just said it disconnected and then reconnected.
Yeah, I saw that too. Oh well.
I fluffed my pillow and closed my eyes, disappointed. I dreamed of my earliest memory. It was still the same thing. It was my younger self staring at something outside my window with my palm pressed against the glass. But something new happened. When the red and blue lights completely faded away, a large masculine hand pressed against mine from the other side of the glass.
Oh.
It lingered. Yeah, it lingered there as I smiled, and when the hand retracted, I was waving goodbye. A knock. I woke up abruptly when I felt something wet touch my toes. I flinched and sat on the bed. Why does my room smell like rust? When my eyes finally adjusted to the darkness, I saw a child's head on the foot of my bed.
No.
My My sheets were already soaked dark red. The child was smiling. There were pins and threads poking out of his cheeks to keep it that way. It looked messy, so I started fixing him. There was a man who watched me sleep. He chopped up people's heads and placed them by my window, and now he entered my bedroom and placed a little boy's head on the foot of my bed. I should be scared right now, but I'm not. I've always liked the gifts. A hand knocks on the window. And that's the end.
Ew.
Right?
So he's really seeing this
Yeah.
because somebody's really cutting heads off and just...
And then, like, putting them... And it's not just them. It
displaying
was
them.
happening to other people in the neighborhood over, like, years.
Well, gee, there should be a lot of missing people that they're looking into then.
Right?
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something about the repetition that makes them scary, and I wonder.
That's what I felt too when I first heard it. Every time they said there was a man who watched me sleep, I'd be like, "No, stop!"
It reminds me of The Raven, and yes, we were just watching an old Treehouse of Horrors where The Simpsons do The Raven, but just because it's Homer and Bart doing it, it doesn't make it any less scary. It's like it comes back to the same, and The Raven, it said nothing else but nevermore, nevermore, and it's that like repetition that kind of like starts to like, I think it gets under your skin a little, and like I've heard some good creepy stories from like Reddit and stuff where they're like they keep repeating things and you're like, okay, but like it does set the mood.
That's why I'm like, this one is creepy, but you'll never really like get it until the very end.
I like ones that they're unsettling, they're short stories, they're like kind of mundane, but kind of like, well, not this one. That's you could think he's just having a bad dream until you find out, I guess, that he's not. But there was one somebody was recounting from like Reddit or something, and they were like, oh, I was on autopilot, or I was like, that was kind of the theme they kept repeating, was that like it was like every other day, like I dropped my kid off at daycare, I like drove home, I like did this, and then like, but then as it turned out, they had like, they thought they dropped their kid off at daycare, but they had never, I mean, trigger warning for not a real story, but they had left the kid in the car, and the kid had died in the car from like, and like they are unsettling, like it was, but it was mostly, that one was mostly repetition. At first I was like, why do they keep repeating, like you were on autopilot, like you were just every other day, until they were like, oh, I left the kid in the car at daycare, and then you're like, oh no, like they kind of like slap you out of nowhere. It's when the mundane turns into a nightmare.
Right. This one was creepy because the whole way through you're like, oh, it's some weird like supernatural entity that's like outside their window watching them sleep, and then you're like, no, it's a decapitated head.
Sleep paralysis or something.
What's like, scarier? It wasn't just them.
A man or a ghost. Or like the real or the paranormal. Sometimes it's not, or sometimes one is way scarier than the other.
And then it ending with the individual responsible entering their room and putting the little boy's head at the foot of their bed instead of outside of the window. And then them saying that it looked messy, so they started fixing it because they always liked the gifts. It was like, geez.
Someone's created a little mini Dexter.
An apprentice.
Dark passenger. Oh, there's blood everywhere. We found you in a pool of blood when your family member was killed. Great, you should be fine. Don't worry.
You don't need any therapy. There's also things that like people I guess in the comments always argued that Dr. Fleece in the story was probably some sort of like psychiatrist as well.
I don't love that.
But
I don't love, like, those are creepy tropes too, where it's like the doctor
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. But
yeah,
go,
really good though.
I recommend the like Are You Scared series, especially the first ones, because after the first couple rounds of it that they did, they just stopped getting true stories, I guess. So they went just solely to all of them being like fiction. And like made up, but they're still all submitted and everything, which was pretty cool. But there's some really fucked up true stories that they end up sharing. So yeah, it's a cool series. I recommend it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is part of the BuzzFeed series.
Yeah, on their like Watcher one that they do, because that's where I heard it from the first time.
And then painstakingly court stenographered it.
Well, it was already typed out. I just had to
right.
get rid of their banter and then all the timestamps on everything. And then I did listen to them read the story to make sure I didn't miss any chunks of it.
Yeah, I feel like I had to do that one time for a video too, and it was like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, it was kind of time consuming. Not as bad as it could have been, but
right? You're just like having to recreate a whole speech or something.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. All right, well, we will be right back for some more scary stories.
Yeah. Ooh, spooky.
Picture this. You're standing at the peak of a mountain, watching the sunrise paint the world in shades of gold. That feeling? Pure magic. The kind that makes every grueling step worth it. But what happens when that adventure takes a turn for the worse? When the trail isn't what you expected, and the great outdoors shows just how wild it can be. That's where Tragedy with a View comes in. I'm your host, Kayla, and in this podcast, I tell the stories of adventures gone wrong in some of the most beautiful and unpredictable places on Earth. From natural disasters that catch even the most seasoned explorers off guard, to true crime trails that unfold where tranquility meets terror. We dive into these close calls with disaster that remind us just how small we really are. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Every story comes with a perspective, a chance to reflect on the fragility and wonder of life. After all, what is life without close calls with disaster? So if you're the kind of person who loves a good adventure and doesn't shy away from a little chaos along the way, tune in to Tragedy with a View. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. Grab your hiking boots, your sense of wonder, and maybe a little caution. And join me as we explore the untamed beauty of the world, one story at a time.
Oh, and now I only have half of your face. There we go. There we go. I swear it's like Microsoft Word. Oh, made me jump through some hoops earlier to sign back in.
Oh, yeah. It's always like, put your fingerprint in, put your face in. And I'm like, no.
It wanted me to set that up or something. And I was like,
skip.
Well, okay. If I, like, a pin number is fine. But then it was like, failed to create passkey. And it was just like this whole, I was like, man, this is becoming a real just to start my notes.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very annoying.
Right. Trying to do my job here. All right. We are back, you spooky little witches. Was the only way they would let us sing that song when I was in Girl Guides, because it was the one that went, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother. It was a real one-hit wonder for a while, but they would only let us.
Yeah.
We changed it to I'm a witch.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So we have talked about like some Halloween origins and stuff before.
Yeah.
And this time we were kind of doing more scary stories. So I do have some like scary folklore stories from the Celtic and the Samhain sort of festival and stuff. I don't know. It's just like
Yes. Cool.
the heart of it all. Right. Um but yeah, so that's kind of what I looked up, and that's why I've got some notes here. I've got some touching on the Celtic and the Lord of the Dead sort of myths that they have to do with Samhain, um, which is kind of just like believing he rides over the hills with his hounds every year and stuff like that. Um, and the lighting of the bonfires and all that. But yeah, it's like very very old, which is it's always cool when it's ancient, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like how the origins, yeah, very Celtic, very Wheel of the Year. It's much like we talked about on the Mabon episode. It's part of the what do we call it? The Wheel of the Year, like the pagan sort of
Yeah.
calendar. Um, it's one of the fire fests. Go figure with all the bonfires and such. So,
They gotta do stuff to keep warm. I mean,
right? And I don't quote me on this because I haven't looked it up again in a while, but I thought bonfire came from them calling them bone fires, and since they had to do with honoring
oh
the dead and
really?
stuff. Yeah, I don't know though. Could be. Somebody fact check me. Right now, it's just an Alanna fact. um,
We'll never know.
So they considered it very important because of it falling at the midpoint between the fall equinox, which that was the Mabon one, if I recall correctly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because that one was kind of like the balance between where it's like equally dark and light time of the year. And now this one,
Yeah.
it's right at the midpoint between that time of year and the winter solstice, which is obviously the darkest time of year. So,
Oh,
um,
we're already halfway there. Jeez, is time
yeah,
flying? That's
I
crazy.
know. Gonna blink and it's gonna be December, especially if the commercials can be believed.
Right? Right? It's practically Christmas of next year already.
We'll
At
just
my
keep
work, we
marketing and
have,
nobody will pay attention to what's going on in the world.
right? At
No.
my work, we had Harvest, Halloween, Christmas, and we were receiving Valentine's Day stuff
Oh
on the
my
same
god.
days. It's like, are you kidding me? This was weeks ago. We started receiving Valentine's Day stuff. Like, are you
Corporate people be
kidding
like,
me?
whoever invented these holidays, as they're just like counting their money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, can we do a holiday? Start selling the decor for it like 5 holidays in advance? Sure.
I
They'll buy
know.
it.
That's because they don't have very many at the beginning, or like in the winter months, I should
Yeah.
say. Yeah, January, February. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a lot of holidays towards the end of the year. So they just like boom 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 boom.
Christmas is their big, I don't know. I'll say cash cow.
Oh yeah, Christmas of course is like the biggest.
Yeah, cash. Yeah.
It's getting bigger and bigger every year. But Halloween's starting to become more of a thing between the decorations, and people are doing
Right?
like Halloween gifts for each other, and
Yeah.
we'll do
We
like
bought
Halloween trees now. They put up their Christmas tree earlier and decorate it for Halloween.
Well, no, exactly. I had heard someone talking about that, and then as I showed you the ones we got from Hot Topic were kind of called like calendars, but it's
Yeah,
really a little black like Halloween
yeah.
decoration Christmas tree. I'm like, what?
There's an advent calendar for every holiday now.
Ooh.
Yep.
God, I love an advent calendar as much as I love like a subscription box.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. To show someone you love them, put together your own little like personalized basket for them, right? Like, sometimes do you ever do
I
that like
love
at
those.
different
Yeah.
offices when people are going away or yeah, they're having a baby and you're like, here's all this stuff just for you.
Yeah.
It's so like personalized.
Yeah.
Okay, so but all that to say it's like the start of the dark part of the year. So naturally it does have that kind of dark vibe
Yeah.
to it. Ugh,
Spooky.
so spooky. And yeah, it'd be getting a little chillier here too. I know people in the southern states are complaining that they don't get much of a fall, but they won't be complaining once we get our winter. So,
Yeah.
you want 4
Absolutely.
seasons? We got one of them that's brutal.
This one, and yeah, it's just brutal.
I guess that's why this one's kind of like the last hurrah before you are then drinking and celebrating so that, looking forward to the end of the dark season.
Yeah. Like, we're almost there.
I know. I am sipping on some of the cider we got yesterday. Oh, it's so
Ooh,
autumnal.
nice. Did you add more apple cider to it, or is it still very bourbon forward?
This one I just put some rum in with some cider.
Okay.
Those bourbons were strong, and I have some in the mug still that I did not finish since yesterday.
I was like, my throat. Even
Well,
the
Pat,
smell of it, like, burned my nostrils. I had to be
well, no,
careful
it
when I
actually is really
breathed.
strong. It's like 45%, I think Pat noticed, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know it was like stronger than a usual liquor.
Yeah.
Woof. It's like
It
one
was a
time I drank
lot.
that vodka that's like, what is it, like 60 proof or something? It's a woof. Yeah, you can be
It was a
puking.
paint thinner.
Yeah. I'm too old for that shit now.
Take the varnish right off this.
Yeah. If I'm gonna get drunk, at least we're gonna be doing it on classy shit now, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not getting shit faced after one drink.
Seriously though, after all our sorry, I'm still bitter. We tried so hard to find cinnamon sticks, and then by the time we get to making those drinks, I'm like, I don't even can't even see the cinnamon stick. We're all too buzzed to drink them. Like,
Yeah.
well, that's the best kind of problem to have, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Just gonna scroll up. So, oh yeah, I said it's kind of fitting that the druids, from this part of the world, believe that the souls live on forever, and that Samhain is a time of the thinning of the veil between worlds. So, always a cool time for things to cross. And boy, did they take it seriously. Speaking of getting your buzz on, it was like 3 days and 3 nights of, partying, participation. You better at least show up. Yeah, or you're in trouble. Because if you didn't show your face to the chieftains, like at one point during this festival, you'd be sure to provoke ill will from the gods.
Oh damn! You better attend this party. You better RSVP.
I know it felt like a mandatory like Coachella or Woodstock or
Yeah.
annual one. That's cool though. Especially if somebody's laying down some mad beats. It's like druids all chanting. They're like Oh, blah. So I did find some good quotes from some. I just had some solid sources, which I could shout out when I get to the end here. But the one was like, after the harvest work was complete, celebrants joined with druid priests to light a community fire using a wheel that would cause friction and spark flames. The wheel was considered a representation of the sun and used along with prayers. Cattle were sacrificed, and participants took a flame from the communal bonfire back to their home to relight the hearth. It reminds me of the Olympic flame, with everybody taking a
Yeah.
bit from the same fire. So symbolic, you know?
Yeah. We're all one people.
Yeah. You can light my fire, baby. And in Ireland, they would make holiday thrones for military commanders, and on the flip side, anyone who used a weapon or committed a crime at this time of year or during the festival was sentenced to death. So they were pretty particular that you
Oh,
just...
jeez. Straight to death.
Right? You a party pooper? Straight to jail. You kill someone and ruin the
Yeah.
bus? Straight to jail.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, sometimes you weren't even allowed to remember, like, medieval times maybe, and it's like, oh, you can't wear your sword in presence of, I don't know, if they were having like a ceremony with a priest and a king and stuff. It's just be like respectful. I would hope that they would all just
Yeah.
have to leave their swords at the door or something. But yeah, that did make me laugh that some said it was like basically 6 days of straight up chugging mead or other alcohols.
Oh no.
Given that they did drink a lot more ale back then because like water wasn't all that clean, but still. Sounds like they were definitely tying one on.
Yeah, how can you ever get a hangover if you're always drunk?
Right, it's a real bender here. It's like that time between New Year's and Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Everybody a little drunk or hungover. No. So it's a crossroads between the old and the new year. In this culture anyway, right? Which I think makes so much more sense than New Year being like January 1st when literally nothing has changed. It's just the same as the day before almost. Like,
Yeah.
weather-wise and sun-wise and stuff too. But I don't know. So I kind of agree with them being like, yeah, this is the old and the new year. But it's also an in-between time where spirits such as tricksters tend to flourish. Tricksters. They are ones that are able to pass through the veil and often do, like, into the underworld and back. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Like, especially because they're like in so many different cultures, it seems like.
Yeah.
In Canada, we know them from Indigenous stories, like the Glooscap, which I've heard of. He's from the Algonquin, so they're out east. And this other guy, the Wissahickajak in the Cree, and the Nanabush or Nanabozo from the Anishinaabe. And the last two were considered more hero types because they were like more playful than malevolent sort of spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like tricksters always have that kind of duality where they can be nice or so mean.
Yeah. If you aren't respectful to me, then you get
Right.
the trickster kind of thing. That's bad. But if you're respectful or you like honor them in some way, then they're a lot more
Right.
friendly.
Yeah, oftentimes I do feel like they're the ones that are getting some sort of punishment out on different like travelers and things, but like sometimes you
Yeah.
do have to literally know their trick, or like where they're like, well, walk through the woods with your clothes on backwards and then they'll be happy with you. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And just a little more on the tricksters. Some like to take forms while crossing the realms, like the it said like raven and coyote, like capital letters. So I don't know if like the spirits are like the coyote and the raven one, or if they're just more saying the ones that take the shape of those guys.
Oh.
Unclear. Sorry.
I think those are pretty popular, like indigenous ones.
Yeah.
Maybe
Another,
that's why.
there's a whole Simpsons episode where Homer eats the horrible chili and a coyote talks to him from like an astral plane. It's always been a favorite of mine.
Damn.
I think it's like Sam Elliott. Like the coyote has a deep ass voice. He's like very cool
Nice.
coyote. Yeah. I think we've talked about this, guy. Some myths of Samhain include talking about the shape-shifting guy called the puka. He's the little creature.
Yeah.
Little shapeshifter guy. They also mentioned this headless Lady Gwyn and her black pig who chase around night wanderers, who I don't know if
Oh.
we've heard of. But she seems fun.
I don't think so.
If there's definitely a lot we could dip our toes into with, I think, the Celtic stuff, and some of that maybe why it sounds familiar, but not like we haven't done it. And this, the Dullahan or the Dullahan on their deadly black horses with the red eyes, I feel like we have to have heard of them. They sound so familiar to me.
Yeah, I've covered them. It's like,
One of them
that's the
creepy horse
headless
creatures.
horsemen. Yeah.
Yeah. So many of the Celtic ones I feel like have to do with headless horsemen and creepy horses and water horses. And that's why Scotland has like those big horse head sculptures by one of their like airports or in one of their capitals, and it's literally like water horses or kelpies or whatever, and you guys are like, you guys lean into your cryptid shit, and I love it. I fucking love it. I'm surprised it's not a big Loch Ness Monster statue or something, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that one's been proven to be, you know, at least the photo. Since they debunked it, they probably can't lean into that one as much. Right.
Yeah.
Damn them. So other Celtic myths told during Samhain, or having to do with it also, were simply bloody ones, like the second battle of Mag Torad, or however you say it, which portrays the final conflict between the Celtic pantheon known as the Tuatha De Danann and the evil oppressors known as the Fomor, which almost sounds like the FOMO.
FOMO. Yeah.
Gotta combat that FOMO. The myths state that the battle unfolded over the period of Samhain. So that's kind of cool. It's like supernatural, like fairies and beings and gods fighting. And there are other ones that are told. One of the other Samhain related stories is the adventures of Nera, in which the hero Nera encounters a corpse and fairies and enters into the other world. So, like, there's such a collection, which I find interesting, of stories like that. Sauin, it said, figured into the adventures of mythological Celtic hero. Oh, the guy that Fionn McCool's is named after. However you say his name. Fionn Mac Cumhale, Fionn McCool. Like the Irish pub.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, our 5 Irish listeners or whatever. Gonna look it up. Gaelic is hard.
Yep.
But he faced the fire-breathing underworld dweller Alan, who would burn down the Hall of Tara every Samhain. So, like, that's a whole story that takes place on Samhain. And it also figures into another Fionn McCool legend or whatever, where the hero is sent to the land beneath the wave. As well as taking place on Samhain, it features descriptions of the hero's holiday gatherings. But what was also interesting to me is other cultures have a lot of people going to the underworld stories that kind of, you know, could be lumped into a similar category. Like the Greek has well, not the most famous one of theirs, but Orpheus going back to Hades to get his wife, and much like
Oh, yeah.
Abraham isn't supposed to look back, or no, it's Lot in the Bible isn't supposed to look back at his wife or she'll turn into salt. He's supposed to not look back at his wife coming out of Hades or he'll lose her, and he looks back at her and you're like, you had one job. Like,
Damn.
come on, buddy. There was a Japanese one I don't know how to pronounce, or if I even spelled it correctly writing it down. The tale of Silsanami. She comes back, but isn't like a corpse. Kind of your classic, you know, bring a loved one back, but they're a zombie sort of
Yup.
situation. Yeah, we all know the case. We've all seen Supernatural.
Or Pet Cemetery.
Or Pet Cemetery, right? But we still didn't watch The Long Walk. Oh my gosh. Someday. I don't think it's... Anyway. We don't know it's going to be that good. There was a Babylonian story of Ishtar and Tammuz, which had also symbols of death and rebirth. And in Sumerian culture, the tale of Inanna and Dumuzi, which I wrote a little recap of because I thought it was kind of a interesting one. So this is from the poem The Descent of Inanna, and she was the great goddess and queen of heaven. So in Sumerian folklore, this tells of her trip to the Underworld, where she desired to visit her recently widowed sister Ereshkigal, who was there. And I say there because I don't know if you're living there when you're in the Underworld and then your husband dies. I don't know what that means exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a goddess of hell or a demi-goddess. I don't know. But Inanna, accompanied by her faithful servant Nishabar, she went down to meet the devil. And she gets down to the earth, and then it said, from the opening lines of the poem, from the great above, she opened her ear to the great below. From the great above, the goddess opened her ear to the great below. From the great above, Inanna opened her ear to the great below. That was like, those lines are very similar if they're all the three first lines.
Yeah.
But what do I know? It's an epic poem. She gets down there and she's like dressed to the nines, so to speak. Clad in crown, beads, breastplate, golden ring, and scepter. She was full of bling. And then she goes knocking on Hell's door and is met by Nettie, the gatekeeper. And she says, I am Inanna, Queen of Heaven. And they were like, why do you wish to enter the land from which no traveler returns? Queen of Heaven. And she says, I wish to attend my brother-in-law's funeral. Because, or from the poem itself, it said, because of my older sister Ereshkigal, her husband, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled Google-Anna.
Oh no.
Literally G-U-G and then my name, A-L-A-N-N-A. Giggly, googly. Okay, I'm sorry. Her husband, Google-Anna, the bull of heaven, has died. I've come to witness the funeral rites. When her sister hears of her arrival, Ereshkigal, quote, slapped her thigh and bit her lip. She took the matter into her heart and dwelt on it. Which... She couldn't have stomped her foot and sounded more southern. I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But then she orders her servants to bar the gates to the underworld. And all 7 of them, by the way. I guess maybe it's like the 9 realms of hell. No, I don't know. I think the major point was she wanted to make Inanna strip off an item of clothing or like jewelry for every door, so that she would have to get rid of all of those accessories and stuff. So by the time she enters the final gate, she is naked and bowed low. She walks toward the throne, but the Anuna, or judges, surround her. So from the quote, the Anuna, the judges of the underworld, surround her. They pass judgment against her. Then Erishkigal fashioned on Inanna the eye of death. She spoke against her the word of wrath. She uttered against her the cry of guilt. She struck her. Inanna was turned into a corpse, a piece of rotting meat, and was hung from a hook on the wall. End quote.
Damn.
Bitch!
That's harsh.
That's a bad fight with your sister.
Yeah, getting hung from a meat hook on the wall.
I know what you did last summer. Yeah. 3 days and nights pass, and then Nishabar becomes concerned for her mistress. With no sign of her in the appointed time, she goes to Inanna's father god Enki, and he generously gives her 2 galas or gala. I wasn't sure if gala was the plural form, because it's a set of people and they're a sort of non-binary being. They said they were created neither male nor female. So 2 gala. And with their help, they are able to enter the underworld like flies. So apparently very sneaky-like, too.
Yeah, unnoticed.
Right? Or they have the ability to turn into a fly like the fly. They can then attach themselves to Erishkigal. They see she is in distress. She's in extreme distress. She's actually in labor, in childbirth, and is like very much in pain, and her hair's all over the place. Literally, it was like her hair's unbound like an eel, and she's not wearing a bra. It's like, yeah, she's giving birth.
She's also on a hook on the wall.
No, this is her sister that
Oh, okay.
lives there already. Yeah, sorry, I know it's confusing. So they comfort her, and she offers a boon in return, and they said, "We wish only the corpse that hangs from the hook on the wall," which happens to be her sister that she ordered to a hook on the wall. But she agrees. Isn't that nice? Yeah. The Gala revive Inanna with food and water of life, but to leave, they must offer a soul to replace Inanna. So first they try to take her servant Nishabur, and then Inanna's sons, Shara and Lulal, before even targeting her stylist, or it said her beautician, Kara.
Wow, just totally innocent people.
What about her doctor? Like,
yeah.
Like, no.
I'd be like, what? Who?
I don't know this
know
girl.
Who this woman is. Yeah.
Never seen her before in my life. But Inanna refused to give them up. And they were able to see and peek in on how they were doing back on Earth. And they saw that all of those people that knew her sons and her stylist and everybody else, they were all actually visibly in mourning for her because they were wearing the plain sackcloth to show that. So I guess, kind of like people wear black. They were wearing this kind of plain cloth. But when they spied on her lover, Dumuzi, though, he was showy and sparkling. He was...
Oh.
Yeah. He was, quote, dressed in shining garments on his magnificent throne. End quote.
And she's like, take him.
Take him. He's not worthy. Yeah, boy, what? So she said bye-bye to his bitch ass and good riddance. And the quote describing the poem said, she becomes enraged that he, unlike the others, is not mourning her and orders the demons to seize him. Dumuzi appeals to the sun god Utu for help and is transformed into a snake in order to escape, but eventually is caught and carried away to the underworld. Dumuzi's sister, Geshtinana, volunteers herself to go in his place, and so it is decreed that Dumuzi will spend half the year in the underworld and Geshtinana the other half. In this way, as again with the myth of Demeter and Persephone, the seasons were explained. So it was like,
Oh,
when
that's a
she's up
nice
here, it's
sister.
winter. Yeah, right?
To
Yeah, don't
sacrifice
expect...
herself because you messed with the wrong person.
Yeah, should we just put it out there that, like, we love our brothers, but, like, if they need us to sacrifice ourselves, they could maybe, they're
For
barking up
half
the
the
wrong
year.
tree.
If they need us to go to hell for half the year for them, for their fuck up, no.
Excuse me, could you go to hell and back for me, please?
Yeah, just 6 months out of the year. It's no biggie.
I mean, I love my siblings, though. And my brother
For
was
something you didn't even benefit from in the
oh,
first
no.
place.
No. I was gonna say, speaking of my brother, though, Daniel did love our 200th episode, and, like, he was like, I did enjoy the cryptid quiz, and, like, I was like, oh, and me getting all giggly, being like, this cryptid is based on Kelsey, and her being like, what? You're crazy.
Yeah, you weirdo.
It was so fun. I loved guessing along with podcasts. Oh, on our way back from the airport, I had just been listening to an episode of the Neatcast, and they had it was like basically Two Truths, One Lie, but it was D&D monsters. So, like, two of them were real D&D monsters, and one of them was just one he had made up. But they all sounded really believable. That, like, it was really hard, and the guys even that played D&D on the podcast were having a hard time with it. Anyway, so I was, like, playing some of it in the car on the way home when Pat came to pick us up from the airport, because it was kind of fun to play it all together.
Yeah.
So the the moral of that story, or what did they say? They said modern readers tend to view the poem as an archetypal myth of the journey that each individual must take to reach wholeness. Because sure, she went down there and she was trying to do something nice for her sister to go, see her for the funeral, and the sister was a little ungrateful.
Well, she's pregnant.
Yeah,
Visit your pregnant sister who just lost her husband in hell, and then you get put on a hook on the wall.
I mean, the sister, to be fair, yeah, they're both going through a bit of a rough time. Like, yeah, I gotta give the sister a little a grace as well. But a little crazy. Okay. So, oh yeah, just have a little bit more. The author and librarian. This is more back to the Celtic. Just a little about the actual Lord of Death, because that's not angsty at all. But don't worry, we can save most of this. There's so much, like, Celtic lore and stuff that, like, yeah, we can dip back into it for St. Patrick's Day or whatever we need to. I bet they were joking on another podcast, and she was like, well, I think it was, like, Morgan on Creeps and Crimes. She covered, like, Lep Castle, which I know you covered real early. It was the haunted Irish castle. It's real haunted. They do cover it on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But then she was like, oh yeah, they're like, yeah, she brought St. Patrick's Day months early or whatever. But also she kept pronouncing Leap Castle, and I was like, literally one little googs, and then you'll know that it's pronounced Lep.
Yeah.
It can
spelled
help.
like leap, but...
It is true, so that's very confusing. But, like, yeah, if it's the name of the castle, I think at least you can maybe give it a little goog and see if you can get the pronunciation of that one main thing that you're saying.
Yeah.
But I digress. Yeah, I liked how they said the Lord of Death hosts Sauin. In a sense, one source said he's collecting souls and passing judgment. Based on this other old source, they believe that on the last night of the old year, October 31st, the Lord of Death gathered together the souls of all those who had died in the passing year and had been condemned to live in the bodies of animals to decree what forms they should inhabit for the next 12 months. He could be coaxed to give lighter sentences by gifts and prayers, Thoughts
Nice.
and prayers.
Again,
Living as an
he's-
animal. I was like, whoa, you guys just went total animorphs on us. You're stuck in the body of an animal.
I want to be something that flies. An owl,
Yeah.
maybe. Owls are pretty cool.
Well,
Oh, but I don't want to eat mice. Or regurgitate their bones or
no.
whatever.
It was
Gross.
like this boy character that I had a crush on. I think his name was Toby, and he gets stuck. They can't stay in their shift form as animorphs more like an hour, or they'll get stuck forever, and he gets stuck as like a hawk. Tony Hawk. No, I don't know. I can't remember what his name was, but I was like, it was really sad because he started to lose his humanity. And I was like, this is too grown up for me. No.
I remember looking about the Animorphs, like, book covers and thinking they looked really weird. I never read any of them.
I'm sure you saw them. Yeah, they looked like such bad CGI.
Yeah, it was pretty laughable.
Pretty early days, yeah. Yeah, so the Lord of Death is cool and all. Like, yeah, totally metal, whatever. But there's a feminine counterpart in Celtic folklore, and she's called the Morrigan. I don't know that we've ever really talked about her.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No? Okay. I feel like I've heard the name once or twice, but like I don't think we had covered her. And not to cover her in depth or anything, but like just that she's known as a major goddess of war, death, and slaughter. She's pretty.
Damn.
Fitting.
Never heard of somebody being the goddess of, or like a god of slaughter before.
I know. Did somebody like really emo just add that one on there? It does sound a little bit non what research? No. I forget what word. But there was a story in Peter Beresford Eli who said she embodied all that was perverse and horrible among the supernatural powers.
Damn.
So, she's a bad bitch. Her name, the Morrigan, or it's spelled differently, but probably is pronounced in a way that I can't because it's Gaelic. But basically Morrigan, and it means Great Queen. And she also earned the nickname the Crow of Battle and Supreme War Goddess. So, like, move over, Moira Rose. The Crowaning as a new star.
Yeah. So funny.
She's something that's known as and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, triune goddess, because she, like, splits into 3 manifestations, basically. Or that's my understanding. And sometimes more than that, but like most commonly the 3 that she does like, you know, have the 3 personalities are Bad or Bab. Badb. How do you pronounce that one? I don't know. Good luck.
Yeah.
The next one's just spelled like matcha. Sorry. I'm like, I know, that's like a T now. And the third one is called Nemain or Nemen. And it's sometimes up to 5 identities that she can form. So, like, I don't know if that's when she has super DID traumas. She splits into 5 personalities, but some say that Matcha is goddess of war itself. The Bob or Bod is a goddess of carrion, and Nemain is goddess of panic and chaos, which is pretty cool. They are also said to have inspired the 3 witches of Macbeth and also Morgan Le Fay from Arthurian legends. Yeah, 3 witches, right? 3 personalities. I like that. She's just so dark and macabre. Nearly every account has her taking part in battle or watching the fight of battle or in the aftermath. But she does usually fight alongside the Tuatha De Danann, like known as the good gods of the land in Ireland. So, she has helped them during both battles of Gaelic Mag Tarad, I don't know. And after the second battle on Sauin, she and Angus Og drove the last remaining Fomorians out of Ireland. And Angus Og was the god of love, so I guess he's like the Venus or whatever. Um, yeah, so she does like to take the form of a raven on the battlefield, probably how she got her little nicknames, the crow and all that. Um, and she would hover above the battlefield, hurling battle madness at the soldiers. Um,
What's that? Battle madness.
I'm like, it said it's similar to the Celtic warrior men, and I wonder if it's kind of like the Vikings when they talked about them being like berserkers, where they like kind of a little nuts in battle. I don't know.
Oh,
Just like,
yeah.
maybe she just like, yeah, had the red rage fall upon them. They became red men. No. Call back. um they said she gave a kind of shady sort of speech after one battle. So I was like, okay, what did she say? She
Oh.
said something like, peace up to the skies down to earth, the earth under the skies, strength to everyone. And as to the number of men that fell in the battle, it will not be known till we number the stars of the sky, or flakes of snow, or the dew on the grass, or grass under the feet of cattle, or the horses of the son of Lear in a stormy sea. Which is like, okay.
Uncountable.
And then she's what?
It's uncountable. Can't be
Exactly.
counted.
And I was like, okay, yeah, they implied that what she said was kind of weird, but then she apparently right after said, or it
It's
said
10,000.
she foretold.
No.
Yeah. Kill 10,000 of you. Oh, pardon me. No, it was like a little weird prophecy almost that came after. Quote, she foretold the approaching end of the divine age and the beginning of a new one, in which summers would be flowerless, and cows milkless, and women shameless, and men strengthless, in which there would be trees without fruit, and seas without fish, when old men would give false judgments, and legislators make unjust laws, when warriors would betray one another, and men would be thieves, and there would be no more virtue left in the world.
Wow. The winter sounds pretty, like, crazy. I
That's
don't
bleak
think
as
all
fuck,
that.
man.
I don't think all of that is what happens just because it's winter.
What if it's nuclear winter, though, or something? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like to think about that part. Just like when they say stuff like unjust laws, people betraying any other, and there would be no more
Yeah.
virtue left in the world. I don't know. It's, when you're in bleak times, it's easy to hear those awful predictions and be like, yep, that could be today.
Yeah. Hi, Gordo.
Gordo. Or like sometimes people send in listener stories to things where they're like, does anyone else dream in total different timelines? And like,
Oh.
it's similar to me today, but I wake up in the dream and I'm in that timeline. Like, we've all heard kind of that sort of story by now where someone like almost lives a different life. But yeah, this one like person was like, it's every time I go to sleep and I've lived through things that are going to happen in the future. And I predicted COVID because I had lived through that before it happened. And they're like, and now, not to be scary or anything, but they were like, now it looks like we're living the start of World War III from what I remember it from different timelines I lived. And I was like, oh, that's rough, buddy. I really feel for you. If every time you go to sleep, you don't dream you have another fucking life you live, would that not be exhausting? Like,
Yeah.
accidental second family. Every time I go to sleep, or like, and he'd be different ages too. He was like, most of the time I'm 23, but like sometimes when I go to sleep, I'm like a 7-year-old living that timeline.
Damn.
Like, right? Anyway, I went off on a tangent when I had a paragraph left. So to cap that off, when it came to still talking about the Morrigan. When it came to talking about heroes of Irish legends, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but his name's spelled like Cuchulainn. Cuchulainn. She wanted to both fight and fuck him, it seemed like. From this quote. Having first tried to incite Cuchulainn to make love to her, she, the Morrigan, fought with him and he managed to wound her. For this, his fate was sealed. When he was eventually killed, she settled on his shoulder in triumph in the form of a crow and watched while a beaver drank his blood.
What? Where'd the beaver come from?
I don't know, man. She called him as a crow. Beaver! I got this guy, now you drink. Why do beavers drink the blood? That I don't know that they do that. I mean, I thought they obviously chew wood to keep their fucking teeth from getting too big,
Yeah.
but is that the only thing they eat? Or do they actually
I
eat meat?
don't know. I hope not. Aren't they like one of our animals here in Canada? Like,
Oh, this will be the next low
fucking
budget horror
carnivore
movie we'll see.
beavers.
Yeah, it'll be killer beavers. Zombie beavers.
Isn't there already one that's about beavers?
God.
The poster is like
Is it?
beaver. Yeah. Hold on. I'm positive there's a movie called Zombie Beavers already.
I think we've talked about, or that I've seen one that was about like the, like, if not zombie sheep, they're like it's like black sheep and it's like cannibal sheep or something.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about that
there's
on here.
there's a Zombievers movie. Oh my god.
Zombievers? Is that what it's called? Zombievers? I can't.
Oh, from the producers of American Pie, Cabin Fever, and The Ring. You'll all be damned. No!
Oh my god.
Look at this movie poster. It's like this.
Oh, he looks like a haunted little beaver corpse.
Yeah, he looks like a like naked mole rat.
Naked mole rats.
Oh, college friends.
Their teeth are scary though.
Sex
Like,
and debauchery ruined when zombie beavers swarm and invade their riverside cabin. Oh no.
well, no doubt their bite would fucking hurt. Like, I've been bit by like
Yeah.
my gerbil, and I was like, they have fucking rodents have sharp teeth. But like,
Wow, that's hilarious.
Canadian icons, beavers.
Yep.
They're pretty badass. Now we gotta think about who's gonna win a beaver fight versus no, because they got the tail and then they got the teeth. They could probably take on another small mammal. Just saying.
I wonder how fast they can run. Like, how fast they can go on land. They're probably great in the water with their tail. But,
right. It's like that meme of the ducks, how they're moving so fast under the water with their little feet, but up top everything's just gliding smoothly.
Yeah, but
it's like, yeah. Well, and like seals, one of my favorite animals, but my god, they're so much more mobile in the water. They get up on the land and they're basically just little floppy loaves. Like,
yeah,
they can't go anywhere. Oh. Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed this. It was felt like I was like, oh yeah, it's Halloween-y. Ooh, right. I keep forgetting. Even though I tried to be Halloween themed.
Happy Halloween!
Yes. Hope y'all are enjoying your spooky season. It's the best time of year, and hopefully we can keep on keeping it cryptic and spooky all the way through until 2026. Yikes. That's the real scare. How fast is time moving? I don't want to know.
I feel like every year gets a few weeks shorter, and then
right. People would joke during COVID, but when people say it about having kids too, they'll say it like, what, the years are fast but the days are long. And so like it's like, yeah, okay, you're trying to say like it can seem like every day can drag on, but then before you know it, those days all add up and like they're just gone. You don't realize how precious everyone is. Oh god, gross. Anyway. Tell us what you all dressed up as.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we did not do anything like that. But
If you had cute pet costumes, send them our way.
oh,
Uh,
I love seeing costumes. I love how Weird Al will post it every year, different people that dress up as him. I feel like he never
oh, yeah, I
loses
like
the
that.
joy of being a celebrity. He does it in the best way.
Well, I feel like because he's not like an A-list celebrity that's getting hounded by
No,
people 24/7, where like the
hopefully
novelty of
not.
it has not worn off.
Maybe, yeah, but he's so
Where some
recognizable
people,
too. I just
yeah.
yeah, from everything I hear, he's just the most gracious, polite man, and you're just like, that's what you want to hear. You don't want to like quote unquote meet your heroes and have it go bad. You want them to hold up to the image you have.
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
if somebody's obsessed with Weird Al, they're a specific type of person, and like
What are you trying to say?
they
Yeah.
enjoy humor and that kind of
Right.
stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. They're probably good people. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, good night to all you good people, and we love you muchly, and we'll catch you next time for something a little more crimey,
yep.
possibly a little more high, and she's so high.
Oh,
All
no.
right. I give up.
Just my throat.
I know, I was like, I have no voice. All right. Anyway. Love you all. We'll catch you next
Keep
time.
it cryptic. Bye-bye.
Bye.